I just think that, it was disappointing start to the second half, and it was more the intangibles. I thought we got out toughed. I thought we got out hustled. I thought they were the more physical team, and it's not the first time that we've had slow starts. It's not the first time that we'll take a punch. It won't be the last time you take a punch, but I didn't like our response. And for the whole season so far, despite our injuries and illnesses and all the adversity that we're facing, I've liked our ability to get back up off the mat and after taking a punch, and I didn't see that. I didn't feel it after the tough start, and so it came in waves, but it was almost like you were coaching effort, and we all know the cliche, coaches don't want to coach effort. So it's just disappointing, and when you go back and watch it, it didn't change our feeling, and so they needed to see it. And I'm a big believer in turning the page, especially in these quick turnarounds, but they needed to see some of that New York game, because that can't be what we're about. We have to play with more effort, desire, passion.
And I noticed Leisha wasn't out here today. Is there any update on her?
No, just a health day.
Got it.
So.
Coach, at this point of the season, 6-19, how do you feel like you're wearing or dealing with the amount of losses that the team has through the first 25?
Yeah, I think it's a fair question. I think that obviously, losing's hard on anyone, but I think we're doing a good job from the coaching staff to the players of trying to stay focused one game at a time and in small segments. And it's truly a build, and we're trying to get better and what we want to be our calling card, what we want our culture to be like. And so the wins and losses take care of themselves. So they mount, it's there, it's kind of the elephant in the room that's not talked about. But I think we're doing a really good job trying to stay focused on getting better, and that's our message, and we have to keep doing that.
Is there something that you and these players, especially the ones that are not necessarily under contract for next year, needs to be doing and needs to be showing to make sure that as many people as possible are back here and got a chance to do this again in 2025?
Yeah, I think the message also today was, you're always auditioning. You're auditioning for your job here. You're auditioning in front of other coaches and GMs around the league. You're always auditioning, and it's not only individually, it's, are you a good teammate? Are you doing team stuff that helps cultures win, that help teams win? So we reminded them that, you're always, this is your job. You're always auditioning, not only with your current employers, but your potentially other employers. So, we want them to all, and basically what that message is, keep growing. And it's along the lines of our team build, and our team build, it's individual build. Like, you just got to keep improving.
Thank you.
Camilla didn't play when you went out to Chicago.
Nor was I there.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
You're you're going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What have you seen from her on tape and things that you need to be mindful of tomorrow?
Yeah, she's got great size, and she's a good rim runner. So, starts in transition. You've got to meet her early. You can't get buried, or, she's going to be really tough to, keep from scoring around the basket. You've got to keep her off the glass. She's a tremendous offensive rebounder. They both, they're flanked. Some of their best offense is their offensive rebounding between her and Angel. So, but I'm a huge fan of Camilla coming out of the draft, and believe that she's got a huge future. She's got great hands for her size. She's, old school, low block presence, but has better, more consistent away from the basket range than you realize. But she's, scores the majority of her points around the restricted arc. She's got a really bright future.
They made the trade before the break. Do you feel like this is a different team that you're going to see tomorrow?
Yeah, certainly, they got their core pieces in Camilla and Angel to build around. And, with them moving on from Mabry, I think, there's right now a hunt for what their guard court's going to look like moving forward. And, you can tell that they are also a team that may not be able to compete with the best of these teams on a nightly basis, but they're building something like we're trying to build something for the future.
Third 7-day for Crystal. How prepared is she maybe for a larger role if her number's called?
Yeah, I think that the great part about the break was didn't include any days of that second 7-day, so she got almost 2 weeks of free practice with us on that second 7-day contract. So for a person that's on a hardship contract, she actually has a lot more days with us than you realize. So because of that, there's more of a comfort level with her, more of a leadership. You hear her voice now a lot more. So I'm excited about what she brings to the table for us, and you see flashes of it, and she's only going to get more comfortable, and I'm excited to have her for one more 7-day.
And what have you seen from Azure? Obviously, she had that great end to the first half. How do you kind of help her kind of continue that?
Yeah, I'm really happy with her start. The thing for her is that she plays better almost when she's angry, and so it's like I don't know how to make her angry every game, but
Body up against
Camilla. So but I'm excited about where she's at. We got to give her grace. She's only 6 games into the season for her, but I like her start, and she is shooting the ball really confidently. We've just got to continue to get her places. The big thing for Azure is people are going to try to beat on her, and so handling the physicality. And again, in hindsight of yesterday, the physicality was won by New York without question on both ends of the floor.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
We'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.